such a time as this.
And welcome back to For Such a Time as This, the place where there is no such thing as a silent witness. In a time of protests and mayhem, riots, and aggression, the wisdom of some is to do away with the police. I can't even say it. I've got two clips. Here's the first one.
When you say you see someday being police-free, that sounds aspirational in terms of a utopian concept where nobody's committing any crime. Because as long as these communities are being preyed upon, both from within and without, there's going to have to be good men and women willing to step up to keep people safe.
I think the idea of having a police-free future is very aspirational, and I am willing to stand with community members who are asking us to think of that as the goal, because
she wants to run a city, a metropolitan city, with no police. That is the head of the Minneapolis, I guess, city council, city board. They've since passed it. Whatever reform they say, they've passed the goal. She's very clear to not have the police, no police. For such a time as this, we try to look at things through a biblical worldview. We do. I'm struggling to wrap my mind around how people are thinking. They've gone insane. There's no other way to describe it. Genesis 6:5, the Lord saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every intention of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. And the Lord regretted that he had made man on the earth, and it grieved him to his heart. So the Lord said, I will blot out man, whom I have created from the face of the land, man and animals, and creeping things and birds of the heavens, for I'm sorry that I've made them. But Noah found favor in the eyes of the Lord. Thank the Lord that he had saw in Noah a man that would be faithful, and he would bring the redemption of mankind through Christ and would save mankind. But that's still applicable today. The wickedness of man's heart is great. And these people want to try and have cities with no police. That is so dangerous and so insane. Not only that, if you find yourself in your house at night and someone breaks in and you call the police, you're wrong for doing so. You're crazy for calling the police. You're coming from a position that's wrong. Here's the tape.
we have a state action against our police department, which gives us legal mechanisms in the very short term. You know, there's lessons from all over the country, all over the world that we're looking to take immediate steps while we work toward building the systems that we would need to imagine that future.
Do you understand that the word dismantle or police-free also makes some people nervous? For instance, what if in the middle of the night my home is broken into? Who do I call?
Yes, I mean, I hear that loud and clear from a lot of my neighbors. And I know, and myself too, and I know that comes from a place of privilege, because for those of us for whom the system is working, I think we need to step back and imagine what it would feel like to already live in that reality, where calling the police may mean more harm is done. And so we have
Let's imagine ourselves in a reality to when you call the police, more harm is done. From a place of privilege, you, white lady, to even think about calling the police when someone has broken into your home at night, that comes from a place of privilege. And as we know nowadays, that's short for white privilege. And as we know nowadays, because of the great wisdom spouted from the left, that's wrong. White privilege is wrong. It's wrong to even have the mindset. It's crazy. So for you to want to call the police if someone has broken into your house at night comes from a place of privilege, i.e. white privilege, which means you're wrong. This is insane. It comes from the insanity of believing that humankind is basically good and godly and kind. It does not come from the reality of the situation that man is sinful. Here's the truth. The wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every intention of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. If you remove the police, mayhem will ensue. If you remove the police, thousands, if not millions of people will die. And it won't take long. But hey, let's let Minneapolis be the test case. Remove the police from Minneapolis. Let's see how that goes. Let me show you how insane this is. I just got an email. Oh, goodness. Portland, the home of Antifa, just got a little more cozy for violent thugs as the mayor announced they will cut the police department by $7 million. That is what the Washington Times is reporting. The mayor of Los Angeles has upped that to a $150 million cut to those protecting the city. That's from the WSJ, Wall Street Journal. And city after city, the war now is on police because of one man, actions against George Floyd. The answer is to now do away with all police departments. At least that's coming from the left. People, I think it's time to recognize there's something that has happened in the spiritual world. The New Testament talks about a great deluding spirit that will come toward the end time. People, the deluding spirit is here.
For such a time as this,